Hey, let us slow down for a second. Because if you here looking at the King 95, you already the kind of person who feels when their setup stops matching their ambition. And once you feel that misalignment, you can't ignore it anymore. The short product name is King 95, and from the first boot, it tells you exactly who it is made for: someone who pushes, someone who builds, someone who wants their games and creative work to finally feel as smooth as their intentions. If you want, check the current price or stock while listening. Machines in this performance tier tend to swing unexpectedly. There is always that moment when you know the upgrade can wait. For me, it hit during a late-night session when my old rig kept choking on shader loads and frame pacing stutters. UV probably had that feeling too, that tiny frustration that piles up until it finally breaks your patience. The moment you switch to the King 95, that whole weight disappears. Everything just feels clean, responsive, capable. You feel it the first time you load into a demanding game and the world just snaps into motion with no hesitation. You feel it when multitasking stops being a gamble. You feel it when your room lights up with that confident RGB glow and the system moves like it is reading your mind. Real-life moments start stacking: smooth 14:4 type or 4K gaming sessions, low-latency online matches where your rig isn't the bottleneck, editing clips that export faster than you expect, streaming without your CPU gasping, and long nights where the fans stay steady and controlled. It is not the numbers that hit hardest, it is the feel of owning something that finally keeps up with the pace you live at. If you reconsidering this build, don't wait for stock dips or surprise price jumps. These configs shift fast. Maybe you wondering if it is too much or if you could get by with something cheaper. That is the old you talking, the version that accepted compromise because you didn't know how much better your setup could feel. The surprise benefit of the King 95 is how calm everything becomes. Even under load, there is a smoothness to the experience that makes every session feel elevated. And let us be honest, owning this isn't just about performance. It is about pride. It is about that moment when you sit down, power it on, and feel like your setup finally reflects the level you aiming for. Once you taste performance on this scale, every weaker option feels like a step backward. Power that gives your games real breathing room, smooth multitasking that keeps your momentum alive, instant load times that change your rhythm, a clean, confident build that feels premium, a level of responsiveness you notice every day. The only real downside is that it spoils you. Older machines, laptops, even consoles start feeling sluggish in comparison. And you might find yourself replaying games just to see how they should have felt all along. Eventually you stop comparing charts, noise levels, and wattage. At some point you just choose the machine that already feels like the one you wanted. If that is the King 95, check the link, see the current price, and make the move while it is in stock. It is the kind of upgrade you feel in your hands, your games, and your day-to-day life every single time you sit down to use it.